36-year-old Air Force veteran David Grush is exposing what he calls a top-secret military program that has reportedly found wreckage of fully intact UFOs.
What conclusion did you come to?
Some say that we're already in the midst of disclosure. With a huge amount of sightings and experiences, the world is being geared up for knowledge of otherworldly and/or interdimensional species.
I know what the current state of the art is, and it can't be done.
What area of your life will be affected the most?
These are retrieving non-human origin technical vehicles, call it spacecraft if you will, non-human, exotic origin vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah.
Flying saucers, extraterrestrials, monsters from outer space. The government has been telling us for years that they're not real. They're weather balloons, or swamp gas, or reflections from the sun, or the ravings of lunatics.
Since the incident at Roswell, New Mexico in 1947 and the subsequent botched press releases after it, there has been an ever-growing call for companies and governments to inform the public of what is happening. From flying saucers, UFOs, UAPs, paranormal events, entities, abductions, and psychokinesis, is it all linked to disclosure? Obviously, world leaders will have to draw a line in the sand when it comes to announcing anything to do with this topic. But what would they say? How would they communicate it? When it gets to this stage of the world leaders are addressing the public, there would have been a clear proof indicator that can no longer be ignored. Like a UFO landing on the White House lawn, a flying saucer landing in Red Square, or in front of China's government building, the Great Hall.
We need to keep an open door of opportunities.
So let's see how this will impact financial markets, companies, organizations, religion, science, and education. But firstly, how initially would this affect you and me? The possibility of riots or social unrest as a direct result of alien disclosure is speculative and highly dependent on the specific circumstances surrounding the disclosure. It will be difficult to predict with certainty how people will react to this revelation of intelligent extraterrestrial life. However, we can consider a few factors: shock and fear. The news of alien disclosure could initially cause shock and fear among many individuals. The concept of extraterrestrial life may challenge deeply held beliefs and provoke anxiety about the unknown. This emotional response could potentially lead to some level of social unrest. Culture and religion. Alien disclosure might challenge certain cultural or religious beliefs that are deeply ingrained in societies. Some individuals may struggle to reconcile the existence of intelligent extraterrestrial life and their religious or cultural ideologies, potentially leading to social divisions and unrest, but we will get into religious impacts later on. The manner in which the disclosure is handled by governments and institutions could also play a role in determining public reactions. If people perceive the disclosure process as lacking transparency, or if there's a perceived cover-up, it could lead to public anger, protests, or even riots.
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries.
The actual response to alien disclosure would depend on a range of factors, including the manner of disclosure, the public's level of preparedness, the credibility of the information, and the broader society and political context at the time.
I renew my wholehearted apology. I apologise to the House. I apologise.
Took himself out from the previous two Prime Ministers. Rishi Sunak walked up Downing Street alone.
But the overriding message will be, do not panic. Why? One word: money. The confirmation of intelligent extraterrestrial life could create investment opportunities in various sectors. Companies involved in space exploration, technology, and communication could experience significant growth as governments and private entities invest in research, development, and infrastructure relating to alien contact. This could lead to increased investment activity and potential financial gains for investors. The markets. Initial alien disclosure could cause market volatility and uncertainty. The shock and uncertainty surrounding such a monumental revelation can lead to fluctuations in financial markets as investors react to the unknown implications and adjust their strategies accordingly. Stock markets, currency exchange rates, and commodity prices could experience fluctuations in response to the news.
Down almost 20%.
And the one thing that markets do not want is volatility. Jobs. The emergence of a new sector related to alien contact and communication, however, could create economic opportunities and job growth. Industries such as space tourism, interstellar communication, and alien technology research could flourish, leading to the creation of new businesses and employment opportunities. This could have a positive impact on the economy and financial stability. Technology. Alien disclosure would likely stimulate technological advancements in various fields. These advancements could have a ripple effect on financial markets. As new technologies and innovations emerge, investors and financial institutions would need to adapt and invest in these new technologies to remain competitive, potentially leading to new market trends and investment opportunities. Economy. While alien disclosure could bring economic opportunities, it could also introduce uncertainties. The impact on existing industries such as energy, transportation, and defense could be significant. Companies operating in these sectors might need to adapt their business models to account for potential changes in demand or regulations. This could create uncertainties for investors and financial markets. Global trade. New trade agreements and regulations might need to be established to facilitate interstellar commerce and cooperation with alien civilizations. This could lead to changes in global trade dynamics and impact financial flows and investment between countries. The financial sector would need to adapt to these changes and opportunities while also navigating potential risks and uncertainties associated with the revelation of intelligent extraterrestrial life. But hang on, let's rewind. What if disclosure happened via our world leaders and all was calm?
No collusion, no obstruction.
No riots, no social unrest. People, as instructed, did not panic.
Don't let it dominate you.
There would, however, be a huge amount of questions, rumours, conjecture, fear-mongering, and responses to this announcement. Why now? Are they friend or foe? How long have our governments known about this? Are they carbon or silicon-based?
This is the alien carbon-based or silicon-based?
The second one. Xylophone. Next question.
Are they responsible for Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, ghosts? Do we have their technology? Why are they here? And a plethora of other questions that I can't even think of, but I bet you can. What would you want to know from your government?
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
I will also see the point of all world leaders doing an asynchronous announcement so that no country is left behind and that the world has a uniformity. This likely will not happen, but it probably should. New government divisions and public relation operations will be set up to deal with these questions. Most, if not all, of the secret government departments will become more, not public, but more known about, as secrecy with regards to this matter will always be a priority for any and all governments. Like COVID-19, this story will be in the headlines for years.
Coronavirus officially hitting the US. Here's what we know.
And as is proven, something as big as a pandemic stays relevant for 2 to 3 years. So the governments and news outlets will be preparing for a 3 to 5 year runway of transition. Private companies with military contracts. The government will shift blame, blatantly or not, to those private companies. Companies like Lockheed Martin, EG&G, Radiance Technologies, Northrop Grumman, stating that these companies, although having a contract with governments, were carrying on secret tests, experiments that they were not privy to. And when questioned about this, they will inevitably say it is a matter for the government defence, and they will not go any further with their responsibilities to address these questions. In response, there will be a huge call for these government contractors for them to also disclose what they have, and they will, but rest assured they are under no obligation to state their business at the moment. However, there is progress on this. Since a congressional hearing in July 2023, there is already a law in place that means any of these government contractors state that they have or have had to hand anything over in their possession that is technologically advanced and they have not developed themselves. But this will likely yield nothing, as they will all simply claim they have developed everything they have in-house. In summary, alien disclosure would present businesses with new opportunities. It would fundamentally reshape industries and provide businesses with a whole new frontier to explore and capitalize on. Religion. In a way, this is the easiest to predict. Science will claim the win in their probability tract. But so too will religious organizations. God has sent these brothers and sisters to give us a message, whereas the scientists will claim that we are not alone and they knew for some time. Alien disclosure would likely have significant implications for religious parties, as it would challenge and potentially reshape traditional beliefs and interpretations. Alien disclosure would likely have significant implications for religious parties, as it would challenge and potentially reshape traditional beliefs and interpretations. Different religious groups may react differently to the idea of extraterrestrial life, depending on their existing doctrines and teachings. For some religious parties, the concept of aliens could be seen as a fascinating extension of God's creation, adding a new layer to their understanding of the universe. They might interpret the existence of extraterrestrial life as a testament to the vastness of God's diverse creations, without compromising their core theological principles. On the other hand, some religious groups might find the idea of alien life unsettling or conflicting with their sacred texts and teachings. They might struggle to reconcile the existence of intelligent beings from other worlds with their beliefs about humanity's special place in the cosmos. This could potentially lead to debates, discussions, and theological reinterpretations within these religious parties. Ultimately, the impact of alien disclosure on religious parties would depend on the openness and adaptability of the particular group. It could lead to a re-evaluation of religious doctrines, a search for new interpretations, or even shift in belief systems. It's an intriguing and complex topic that will undoubtedly spark a wide range of responses and discussions within religious communities.
Vatican theologians have acknowledged that there could be life on other planets. Now they plan to train missionaries capable of working in space and meeting aliens. Jesuit scientists at the Vatican Observatory in Frascati near Rome have reported moving lights and other identified phenomena in the sky. Starting in September, the Vatican University will have a special UFO section.
Now, I will be honest with you, this topic has led me down a slight rabbit warren of information, so I'm going to break these videos up into two. Please like and subscribe, and I'll get this next video out to you as fast as I can.